So in this video I'm going to be showing us how to install Python and VS Code on a MacBook. As you can see, I'm on a Mac. So you open your Chrome. So the first thing you want to do is to go to download Python. So you go to python.org/downloads. I think it should be download or downloads. Okay, downloads. Please don't forget the S. Okay, so the latest version is 3.11.4. So, well, I'll go with this. So, download Python. You can see it's asking me to do some security check here, but I'll keep. So, wait for it to download. Okay, the package has finished downloading. So now we install. So, click on this to open the package. Okay, so ask you to run the installer. Let's continue. Nobody reads all this, but we are going to scroll past it. Let's continue. Agree, even though I don't know what I'm agreeing to. Installation type. Okay, no problem. Install. Okay. At this point, you're going to have to enter your password to install the package. Okay, you can see all the installation files. Okay, so you can see Python was successfully installed. So you free to close. So do you want to move the Python installer itself? Move to green, yes. So I can close this. So for you to be sure that Python has installed successfully, you can for you to be sure that Python has installed successfully, all you have to do is to open your terminal. You can just come here and search for terminal. Yes, terminal. So just look for Python 3. You can see what I have. So Python 3.11. This is the version of the Python on this laptop now. So now that we've installed Python, another thing we have to install to make it easier for you to run Python on your device is VS Code. So it's called Visual Studio Code. Okay, now we are back to our Chrome web browser. To install VS Code, so you can just open a new tab and look for VS Code. I think the direct link is code.visualstudio.com. So you can I'll just open this one in new tab. Okay, so let's come to downloads. Okay, so you can see there's an installer for Mac. If you want to install for Windows, then you have for Linux, then for Mac. As you can see, the download has started. So we just have to wait for it to finish downloading. Okay, now VS Code is done downloading. So, okay, it's giving us a zip file. So we can just open the zip file. Okay, so you can see the file over here. So we open the file. Yes, you can see it's asking you to be sure of the app you want to install. So, but we install anyway. Okay, you can see it's coming out. So okay, you can see VS Code is installed. So you can just check whatever theme you want to use here. So you might decide to go with the light theme, the high contrast, but let's just go with this one for now. This is the one I use for my recordings. This is the one I use. So you can just go full screen. Okay. So now this is the full screen. Now don't forget, we want to run Python on this device. So you have to install the Python extension. You have to install the Python extension. So you come to this icon over here. So click on Python. Look for Python extension. So this first one over here, the one by Microsoft, is what you're going to be installing. This first extension over here, this one. So you can just click on this install over here. You can see it says installing. So you wait for it to install. After installing the extension will automatically detect the Python interpreter on the device. So that way you can easily run Python on VS Code and your interpreter will interpret the code for you. Okay, as you can see, the Python extension by Microsoft is up and running on the VS Code. So for now, I want to cancel this. That is all we need for now. So um, let me just create a new Python file. For you to create a new Python file, all you have to do is you can just use Control N. I'm on a Mac, so that will be Command N. Okay, so let me save it, which is Command S. So I can save it as first document. Then let me just save it here for now. Then I'll save. Okay, no. I made a mistake. I'm supposed to save it as .py. I'm supposed to save it as .py. Control, that should be Command Shift S. Should be .py because Python extensions are .py. So basically, you can see the IntelliSense has already changed the icon of the file over here to Python's own. So you can see I have Python over here, and you can see 3.11.4 64-bit. This is the Python interpreter that we installed, so automatically it detects it using the help of the Python Microsoft extension that we installed. So I can easily print 2, and guess what? If I just click on this play button over here and I run it, you see it's giving me 2. So let me write a for loop in range 24 print, let me see, formatted string number I. Okay, so if I should save it, which Command S to save, then I use this play button over here to run my code. You can see number 1, number 2 up to number 23 from number 0, so it's working fine. Python is up and running, and we have VS Code with which we can write our code, a good code editor we can use to write our code. So basically, the Python interpreter that we installed is what is running, executing the code. We are only using VS Code to write the code. So it's a good combination for most Python developers. So I recommend it for everyone to use. So thank you very much. See you in the next one. Bye for now.